This is a very important day for our state, indeed our country, and it's especially important here for Kankakee. I made a decision a little while ago that we had to build a new facility to help we get help obviously from the federal government, but the state of Illinois is investing in a readiness facility, a maintenance facility, and we're investing more than $50 million to build this right here. It's a very, very important part of our readiness. Our country, we revere our military, our men and women who answer the call to duty. It's so important that we say every day, thank you to all our service members, wherever they're deployed, whether it's here at home or far, far away from home. It's important that we understand that we have an all-volunteer military. Everyone who raises their hand and says, here I am, those are volunteers for our American military, whatever branch of service. And it's important that we invest as strongly as possible in 21st century equipment and facilities that will make sure our military are always taken care of. The people of Kankakee County, I've been here on previous occasions at the Armory not far from here where we had our National Guard coming home from their deployment. And we thank them, each and every one of them, for their service to our country, service to our democracy, to our right to vote, to participate, and have government of the people. And it is important that we have a aviation readiness center that is 21st century ready, and working with the federal government, we're making this investment right here. It's going to help, obviously, with respect to jobs and creation of jobs and many opportunities for jobs for people in this particular area. But it's also important to make sure that our service members have the kind of equipment and facilities and hangars that they need in order to make sure we have maintenance and make sure that we have our helicopters in top-notch shape. We're going to hear from a number of people here today. One of them that I met in Talil, Iraq, some years ago. It was about 140 degrees that day. He's a member of our National Guard. He has a great name. He gave me his hat. His name is Pat Quinn, and he's with us here today. Where is Chris? Okay, I know he's somewhere in here. He's a Black Hawk helicopter maintenance man and a great, come on over here, Chris. Good to see you. You're a good guy. Okay. All right, turn around and show him your hat here. That says Quinn, all right? And he gave me his hat, and that was a very generous thing, and we remember how hot it was. And a year or two later, we were together again at Midway Airport. Chris was being deployed out east to help with the hurricane relief that our state provided. Our Black Hawk helicopters were headed that way. And Chris, as you may know, also was involved in a deployment, I think it was to Kuwait, was it? Kuwait, with our helicopter unit that helped with respect to our service members in Afghanistan. And so we really thank you for your service. You're emblematic of all of those who are going to be working here. I was at a White Sox game with Chris, and he kept asking me, when are we going to announce this? Well, here's the day, all right? Now, we are looking at the biggest Black Hawk fan of all time. He not only maintains Black Hawk helicopters, he understands that the Chicago Blackhawks are the best there is in hockey. And when the Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup, Chris and his brother came down to the governor's mansion, and we had a chance to look at the cup, I guess, and maybe touch it. We don't hoist the cup. When the Blackhawks went to the White House to celebrate their Stanley Cup victory in 2013, I was given the opportunity to nominate a couple of Illinoisans who ought to go and witness at a very special event, and I picked Chris Quinn and his brother. I thought that was a good pick, too. Yeah. So Chris and many of the service members who are here will be here, and we're going to build this building with the kind of energy efficiency, renewable energy, and water conservation that we have to do with every public building in America today. This is going to be, it's called LEED certified. That means it's a sustainable building. It's a good building for energy use and water conservation. But it's especially important to make sure you have the kind of square footage. I'm looking here to make sure I get the right number. 185,200 square feet. This building, it's going to be built by excellent tradesmen and women who know how to get the job done. So what I want to do now is bring forward our Deputy Adjutant General, someone we are very proud of, all our National Guard, 13,000 strong. We just had a homecoming of our National Guard on Saturday. I was there with 245 of our Guard members who returned from their deployment. During the course of that deployment, service members and their families had 11 babies born, and it just showed how dedicated to service our men and women are. For the first time, all those 11 soldiers had a chance to see their newborn babies. It was an inspiring moment, to say the least, but it really shows what our National Guard's all about. These are volunteer men and women, citizen soldiers, who understand defending democracy and the government of the people is imperative for all of us right here in Illinois and the USA. So without further ado, our Deputy Adjutant General, and that's General Richard Hayes. Come on forward, General. Thank you, General.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Governor, for your unwavering support. He's always there, non-fanfare, when we have all kinds of events. We appreciate it very much.
Appreciate you, General.
Also, I want to recognize a couple of former representatives that were instrumental in allowing us to have this phenomenal new facility here. Representative Dugan.
Right here.
There you are.
Lisa Dugan.
Lisa was very instrumental in this, as was Representative Halverson.
Right here, Debbie. No,
Without their support, this may not have been possible. So thank you very much for doing that. I also want to thank the Capital Development Board for partnering with us on this and helping us work through that. Our congressional delegation, the U.S. Army and National Guard Bureau really helped push this project forward. And then our former tags, Major General Thomas, General Enyart, and General Saletti were also very instrumental in allowing this to happen. I get the fruit of seeing it being built, but it was their hard work that allowed this. This is going to be a state-of-the-art facility for the Illinois National Guard and our aviation community, in particular our UH-60 Blackhawks. This is a phenomenal state-of-the-art thing that many states don't get the benefit of, and we here are going to have that opportunity. And the citizens of Kankakee and the community here, thank you for hosting us and allowing us to be part of this important, great facility. I can't wait till 2016 we can come back and take a look at this. Thank you.
Thank you for your service, General. Thank you.